Hi, in this video we're going to cover the setup of a new OAuth 2 app to connect fmAccounting Link with Xero. So I've got my fmAccounting Link single organization file here, and it's a brand new file. It's got no configuration done, so all my settings are blank at the moment. And over in my web browser I've logged into the developer.xero.com website and clicked on My Apps. So this is where you create your new OAuth 2.0 app. So I haven't got any apps at the moment, so I'm just going to click the New App button. And first of all I need to give this app a name, so I'm going to call it fmAccounting Link Demo Company AU, because I'm going to link it to my demo company ultimately. For the OAuth 2.0 grant type, we're just going to use the default setting of auth code web app. Company or application URL, I'm just going to put in my company's website, and that can be your company's website there. The privacy policy is optional, so I'm going to leave that blank. Now the OAuth 2.0 redirect URI. Now this is important. This needs to be exactly the same as what's in this field over here. So I'm just going to copy and paste this across from FileMaker to my browser. And this website basically needs to start with HTTPS. So it can be your website, it doesn't have to be ours, but if you're not sure, you don't have access to an HTTPS website, feel free to use the default value that we populate in this field. So once I've agreed to the terms and conditions, now I can go ahead and create my app. And the app's been created on the Xero website. So a couple more things we need to do. We need to copy the client ID from your web browser into the client ID field over in fmAccounting Link, and we need to generate a client secret. So we'll click the Generate Secret button. That's created a secret. We click Copy. And once again we just paste that across, and we're essentially done at this point. Now just be careful, the client secret will only ever show once, so you need to copy and paste it straight away, because as soon as we click save or move away from the screen and come back, that client secret disappears. So you can always delete it and create another one if you need to generate another one. So at this point the app's been created. Now we need to go through the one-off authentication process to approve access to that OAuth 2 app from FileMaker. So I'm going to click the Authenticate button, and that's going to bring up a web viewer. And here's where we're going to log in to our Xero account, the same one that we've created the app in, and approve access to that. So I'm just going to log in here with to my demo company. So I'll just copy and paste my credentials across. And I'm going to log in, and I've got to put in my two-factor authentication code, so I'm just going to type that in and hit login. And at this point I can now approve access. So in this screen, because I've only got one organization set up, it's pre-populated my Xero demo company here. If I had multiple organizations to approve, I would get a pop-up list and I could choose which one I wanted to grant access to. So we're approving access to the company, and these are the list of what are called scopes or permissions or privileges. These are things we've predefined in the fmAccounting Link to grant access to particular parts of Xero that we need for the fmAccounting Link solution to work. So if I just click Allow Access, that's going to go ahead and grant consent as part of the OAuth 2.0 flow, and it's taken me to the redirect URL that I've set up here and in the Xero app. So at this point, it's very important that you don't just move on from here. You actually click the Continue button in the bottom right hand corner, because that's the thing that completes the process. And now you'll see that I've got what's called an access token, which is good for 30 minutes, so it expires in half an hour. And I've got a refresh token and a tenant ID, and that tenant ID is essentially the organization ID for my demo company. And I can use the refresh token to refresh the access token every 60 days at a minimum. So if I perform some action, whether it's uploading or downloading to Xero, that will just continue to refresh the access token if it had expired. So let's go and test this now. If I just click the Update Organization from Xero, that's been successful. It's brought down my company name and my organization shortcode. Now if we jump back into the Xero website, if I go to the company settings and click on connected apps, this is where you get a list of all the apps that you've connected to your Xero organization, and we can see the fmAccounting Link Demo Company AU one is there. and that's been connected on this state. So if I need to, I can always disconnect it and create a new app if that was necessary. So that's how easy it is to create your OAuth 2 app and connect it to the fmAccounting Link solution. Thanks for your time.